The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. It's a promising... There's the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Beckenbauer. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Odegaard. Great vision. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Gets a good foot in there. Figo. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Gives it back.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's good running with the ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And here's Neymar. Beckenbauer. Nicely spread. Figo has it out wide and in space. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Oh, what a... Oh, crossbar! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, that... And the finish! Now, that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2, then. Thuram with the clearance. That's a throw. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And they can counter here. And it's Hakimi. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Played over towards the opposite flank. And here's Bale, and here's Suarez. Odegaard.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter...
Takes a shot! It's a pretty loose pass. It's Bale! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Hakimi, probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. Figo. Bale. Odegaard cuts out the pass. 15 minutes till half-time. Talisca.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Timber. Thuram. Talisca. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is a little undercooked. Always onto this. And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Thuram! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Played back in. João Palhinha. This looks promising. Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. João Palhinha. Now Ødegaard. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found the way through. Can he finish? The captain scores!
Listen, you don't get lucky in doing what he just has. It comes from an inner desire and competitiveness to work on the moments that can elevate his game and this game.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. Now the delivery. That's a decent clearance. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Beckenbauer. Mbappe. Talisca. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's picked his way through. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Zico. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's fabulous. João Palhinha. Talisca. Ødegaard. Nicely aimed pass. And he's had it nicked away. Zico, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get on the end of this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. That's a little off target. Talisca. Now it's Ødegaard. Can he get onto this? Now it's Mbappe. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Zico. Talisca. And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10.
It's their second corner of the
À
game.
sa place, le numéro 20.
Thuram clears it away. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Bale's cross. Tries to get it clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Luis Suarez. João Palhinha. Timber. For Ferran Torres. Good effort from distance. Hakimi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ødegaard. And that's been won straight back. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Brilliantly cut out.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Neymar. Zico. Now, what about a counter-attack? Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferran chance! Pass somewhat off target. And he's in on goal! Now that looks a decent... Great chance! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 11.
Corner number 3 coming up. Barcelona are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Ferdinand cuts it out. Ronaldinho. And it's Del Piero. And here's Suarez. It's Luis Suarez!
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Shapes to shoot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pepe. Back into the middle, and that is expertly dealt with.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Palhinha powering forward here, and the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Timber gets into some space. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Pele. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent.
He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's picked his way through, and Del Piero! And he's there to belt it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good.
Oh, shooting chance! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Big chance! Oh, another save. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has ended up in no man's land. First quarter of an hour gone. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And that is a little undercooked. Picked out brilliantly.
Kaka really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Spread it left. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Del Piero! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Zico. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Half an hour played now. That is good alertness. De Jong. Can he get it through? The message is clear, none shall pass. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's their second corner of the game. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zico. Oh, he's got a side of goal, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And this is Marmoush. Out to the left it goes. Figo. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. It's Park Ji-sung. And this is Marmoush. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's only too happy to take that back. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's shifting through the gears here. Yamal. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That's been cut out, well played. Kaká chasing after it. And this is Marmoush. Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Figo is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pelé, that's a good ball out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. And that bullish header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. The delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Shot could be on. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kaká plays it short. Kaká lofted in. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence. And he was alert to it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he finish? It's a good run, that. Great timing. And no, that was never going to make it. Over to the left. He is through here. Tries to cross. And he's there to clear it. Marmoush. Now a droll. That has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
It's Park Ji-sung. And this is Marmoush.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And this is Marmoush. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
We
dorsal
have got
24,
changes here, from both
el
sides in
dorsal
fact.
10, el dorsal 22 serán sustituidos por
And he's had it
el
nicked
dorsal
away.
9, Luis Suárez. El dorsal 11, Bale.
Closing in on the last
El
quarter of an
dorsal
hour.
20, cambio de
Now it's
jugadores.
Pullet. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And Marmouche! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And they're back on the ball again. And this is Marmouche. He has found the way through. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Inter Milan with this to level it up. Oh, crossbar! And he's hit it long. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard. Yamal. Gerrard. Hazard. Del Piero, given the lift of his goal. And here's Marmouche. Now, can they get him away? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's in on goal. And that is masterful defending.
Oh, that's real confidence in that tackle. He got himself in the perfect position. Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain.
Goes for a shot! Oh, just over.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Kaka. Azar. Ferdinand kept his eye. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield.
Pele! It's bounced back off the post. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Out towards the flank. And it's Zico. That has been cut short. Distributed tidily. And here's Bale. Figo. Figo going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's had it nicked away. Slovenia have got it back and they'll have another go.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to make... It's Pele! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Slovenia are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. Still goalless. And the pass is intercepted. Is there any support? Pele! Brilliant from Pele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's intervened well there. Figo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pele, now it's Bale. Still no way through, the defending here is resolute. And it's Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Bale. Slovenia trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Bebeto. And he was alert to it. He's looking wide. Short changes him with that pass. Krullit. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Maldini does well to get it back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Bale. Bale. And he's there to belt it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Lam. Neymar. Barcelona have reclaimed it. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking.
Watch the screen for an information.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Pete.
Real chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Oh, it's Bebeto. And it's Zico. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Lam. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! Rijkaard. Lam.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
No, that's been intercepted. Not the most convincing of passes. Pullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Pele. Beckenbauer. Slovenia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Floated through. Pele. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Bebeto powering forward here. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Has a look and plays it forward. Lam. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zico. Good driving run. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, well played, well played. But that has not gone well. Lam. Oh, it's Bebeto. Just eases him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Hangs in a cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Slovenia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Figo is looking to influence the game from out wide.